Okay, let's review our lecture notes from last week, from the previous week, talking about Maclaurin's and Taylor series, Taylor and Maclaurin series. So the question was a function defined as ln 1 minus 2x. Write the first 5 non-zero terms of Maclaurin series. So just like I was explained before, so we just divide your answer, see it with two columns. The first column on the left is the derivative of the function, and then the right column here is the coefficients of the variable x variable from the Maclaurins based on the value or the function of the derivative. So Maclaurin series will have x equals to 0. So the first function, the original function was ln 1 minus 2x. So we just have to take the derivative of that. The first derivative will be, notice here the negative 2. So we have to include that as the derivative of negative 2 all over the ln 1 minus 2x, which is everything inside the brackets. This is also equivalent to or equals to negative 2 1 minus 2x to the power of negative 1. And then after the first derivative, continue with the second derivative. Just multiply negative 1 multiply by negative 2 become positive 2. Okay, positive 2 times 1 minus 2x. 1 minus 2x, negative 1 minus 1 become negative 2. Don't forget we have a negative 2x inside the bracket, so you have to take the derivative of that, become negative 2. So the total become negative 4, okay, all over 1 minus 2x to the power of 2 as shown here. So that's the second derivative. And then the third derivative, we just continue based on the second derivative, which is written here. You got negative 4 1 minus 2x to the power of negative 2. So you multiply negative 2 with negative 4 become positive 8 times 1 minus 2x raised to the power of negative 2 minus 1 become negative 3, and then we have negative 2x inside, so you have to multiply take the derivative that also become negative 2. So the total become negative 2 times 8 is negative 16 times 1 minus 2x to the power of negative 3 over here. Continue until 4th and then 5, same methods. On the right hand side, we put the x value equals to 0 because it is Maclaurin series. So we put x equals to 0. Yeah, so ln 1, so the function becomes 0. If you put x equals to 0, so you only end up with ln 1, which is equals to 0. The first derivative, you use negative 2 times 1 minus 2x raised to the power of negative 1, put x equals to 0, so you only end up with, at the end you end up with negative 2 if you substitute. Okay, so 1 minus 0 to the power of 1, negative 2. Okay, same thing with the second derivative here. You put x equals to 0 in here, so you end up with negative 4 1 minus 0 square, so you only end up with negative 4, second derivative. The third derivative, you substitute x equals to 0 in here, you end up with negative 16 and so on. So we have all the coefficient, okay, 0, negative 2, negative 4, negative 16, negative 96, and negative 768 as the coefficient. So we put all these coefficient into the Maclaurin series. Okay, so the first one is 0 derivative. Okay, however the function itself is 0. Remember, on the right hand side is our coefficient, so coefficient is 0 multiplied by the function will become 0, so we ignore for the first one. We move for the 0th term and then start with the first term, which is negative 2 here. Negative 2 all over 1 factorial times x to the power of 1, and then the next term is negative 4 from here, x2 because this is x1, the next one is x2. Okay, the negative sign because the value here is negative, the coefficient. Okay, divide by 2 factorial, and then the third term is negative 16 x to the power of 3 factorial, and then the fourth derivative, Okay, negative 96 divided by 4th factorial times x to the power of 4 and so on until 5, because the question was to write down the first 5 non-zero terms. So the first zero term here was ignored because the question only one non-zero. So the first one here, 0 times the function is 0, so we don't want this, so we start with this one. So this is all the answer. Okay, so if you simplify this, you will get, okay, the Maclaurin series of 1 minus 2x equals to negative 2x from here, because 1 factorial is 1, so negative 2x. 2 factorial is 2, so negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Negative 16 divided by 3 factorial is 8 over 3, yeah? X to the power of 3, negative 4, x to the power of 4 from there, and then negative 32 over 5, x to the 5 is from there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the first 5 terms of Maclaurin series of this function, ln 1 minus 2x. Okay, let's go to the next questions. The next question was actually asking the integral, to solve the integral of ln 1 minus 2x over x using the Maclaurin expansion series that we just did. So this is the Maclaurin expansion series of ln 1 minus 2x. So we got negative 2x, negative 2x squared, and so on. So you put that, you substitute that inside the integral negative 2x squared, so everything from there, negative 2x, negative 8 over 3x cubed, and so on. And then the question was divide by 3, and then you divide by 3 all of those x variable, you end up with integral of negative 2, negative 2x, negative 8 over 3x squared, negative 4, and so on. After you divide one by one with x, you only end up with integral of all of these terms. So simply basic integration of a simple thing like negative 2 is negative 2x, negative 2x, the integral of negative 2x is negative 2 over 2x squared, so it become negative 1x squared. And here negative 8 over 3x to the power of 2, so this become 8, 3 times 3, because this is 2 become plus 1, so 3 times 3 is 9, so 8 negative 8 over 9x cubes. Okay, the power is increases by 1. Same thing here, negative 4 over positive 3 plus 1 become 4, negative 4 over 4, x to the power of 4, it will become 1. And then the 5 also, integral 32 over 5 times 5 is 25, x to the power of 5, and so on. So you can simplify that or leave it like this, it's fine too. Okay, so that's the integral using the Maclaurin series expansion of that function. Okay, next question. You can pause the video, by the way. Okay, so if you need to pause the video, feel free. If you want to take a note and something, just pause the video and then take a note. Next question. Find the Taylor's series expansion of a function e exponent of negative to the power of negative 2x at x equals to negative 2. So this is Taylor series because the x value is not 0, so the x value is not centered at 0. However, this is centered at x to the power at equals to negative 2. So that's the center of this Taylor expansion series. Just like before, we divide our answers area into 2 columns. The first column is the derivative of the function, which is e to the negative 2x, and then the right column is the coefficient of the Taylor, okay, at x equals to negative 2. So we start from the original function e to the negative 2x. The first derivative is negative 2 times e to the negative 2x. The second derivative become negative 2 times negative 2 become positive 4, e to the negative 2x maintain. The third derivative, negative 2 times 4 become negative 8, e to the power negative 2x, and then the fourth derivative. So we just gonna do let's say four terms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Write 4 terms at least, non-zero term. So we got all the derivative of the original function on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side we take the value, and that will be the coefficient of the Taylor expansion. So we substitute x equal to negative 2 to the all the derivative one by one, starting from the original e to the negative 2x. So x equals to negative 2 become positive 4 in here. Same thing at the first derivative is substitute negative 2 here, become negative 2 times e to the 4, and then 4 times e to the 4, negative 8 times e to the 4, and then positive 16 times e to the 4. This will be your coefficient, the constant or coefficient on the Taylor expansion. So we start the Taylor expansion of a function which is e to the negative 2x. Okay, the zero term, if you like, okay, is the coefficient multiplied by the x minus 2 become x plus 2, okay, to the power of 0. To the power of 0 equals to 1. So the first term here is actually e to the power of 4 based on here. The zero term e to the power of 4 times the x plus 2 raised to the power of 0, which is equivalent to 1, divided by 0 factorial, which is 1. So that's the zero term. The first term is following here. This is our first term, negative 2e to the 4, negative 2e to the 4 times x minus 2. So x minus 2 become x plus 2, yeah, because the center here is negative 2. So x minus 2 become x plus 2 raised to the power of 1 divided by 1 factorial, and then continue the first and then the second terms following here, negative, this is 0 terms, first term, second term is 4e to the 4 x plus 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2 factorial, and so on. The third term, negative 8e to the 4 is a constant divided by 3 factorial, x plus 2 raised to the power of 3. So once we simplify that, we get the Taylor expansion of e to the power of negative 2x equals to e to the power of 4, because 0 factorial here is equals to 1. Okay, this is divided by 1, negative 2 e to the 4 x plus 2 to the power of 1, if you like. Okay, and then positive 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2, e to the 4 x plus 2 to the power of 2, and then this is simplified to become 4 over 3 x plus 2 raised to the power of 3. That is the Taylor expansion series of a function e to the power of negative 2x centered at x equals to negative 2. Thus will be the Taylor expansion of that function. Okay, next question. Given a Maclaurin series for a function cos hyperbolic x is given here, okay, 1 plus x squared divided by 2 factorial, x4 divided by factorial, x6 divided by 6 factorial, and so on. That's the Maclaurin series for cos h, because you can see here the center equals to 0, there is nothing, plus minus nothing, x minus 0. So that's Maclaurin for cos hyperbolic x, and then e to the power of x equals to, or is given as 1 over 0 factorial, which is basically 1, plus x, because x divided by 1 is simply x squared divided by 2, basically half x squared. This is 3 factorial, which is 6, okay, and then the 16, okay. So that's the Maclaurin of e to the power of x. The question is, calculate the integral of cos hyperbolic of 2x with respect to x, and then also multiply the e to the power of negative x cubed multiplied by cos hyperbolic x. So let's just tackle the first problem here. So the first problem, we asked to find the integral of cos hyperbolic of 2x, and in here the information or the question give us only cos hyperbolic x. Therefore we must substitute everything, replace all the x in the question here with 2x, and then we can work out the integral. So let's just do that. So according to here, the first term, integral from 0 to 1, the question was actually 0 to 1, so I forgot to write here. Integral of, so we start substituting cos hyperbolic 1, and then all the x here replace with 2x, okay, 2x squared, there it is, 2x squared, divided by 2 factorial, and then the next term here also x to the power of 4 is substitute become 2x to the power of 4 divided by factorial 4 factorial, and then on the next term is x to the 6, replace x with 2x to the power of 6 divided by c factorial. Continue processing the integral by simplifying everything inside the brackets, inside the integration term. So you got 2x squared equals to 4x squared, because 2 to the power of 2 become 4. 4 divided by 2 equals to 2. So we get 2x squared after you simplify the whole thing, and then 2 to the power of 16, divided by 4 factorial, you got 2 over 3 after you simplify, and then 2 to the power of 6 divided by 6 factorial, after you simplify that become 4 over 45 x to the power of 6. And then if you simplify the whole thing, you can start the integration. So integral of 1 is x, integral of 2x squared is 2 over 3 x to the power of 3. After you add 2, plus 1 become x to the power of 3. Same thing here, 2 over 3 times to the power of 4 here become 5, so 3 times 5 is 15. 2x to the power of 5. So next thing is 45 times 7, you got 315, x to the power of 7. So that's the integration, and then the equation is actually have a limit between 0 to 1, so we can start with 1. So if you put everything here 1, and then if you put 0, then everything becomes 0. This is 2 over 3x cube. If you put 0, then this thing becomes 0, this thing becomes 0, this thing becomes 0, this term also becomes 0. So you basically substitute only the 1, x plus 2 over 3, 1 to the power of 3, and so on. 2 over 15, 1 to the power of 5 is 1. 4 over 3, 15 times 1 to the power of 7 is 1. So if you add this number together, the whole thing is approximately 1.8127.